So, you can hear me now, yes? You are capable of hearing the words that are coming out of my mouth. That is how we're beginning this stream, at least. Dios mío. Specifically SCP-5320 this time, our glorious long fish, the long boy that just goes on forever. Praise its infinitive and leave some snacks on the microwave so that the Wi-Fi works. Thank you, Ice Bro, for your first donation to today's stream to alert me that, yes, in fact, you can hear me. I appreciate it. Make sure to grab yourself some Doritos, but not the ones from the top of the microwave. If you take the snacks from the top of the microwave, then we lose SCP-5320's blessing, and the whole site loses Wi-Fi, which is what I'm blaming for what just happened. Whoever took those Doritos, they are on my shit list. It's going down as soon as I found out who stole those Doritos from the top of the microwave. And Noel B17, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some Funyuns, but not the ones from the microwave. Long time no see, Sherman, because never saw your stream. Oh, shocking. Well, good to have you back, buddy. And now we're going to talk about the SCP Foundation. I don't have to do the whole intro, right? People can go back to the first video and at least see the intro, correct? That is fine? Okay, I'm skipping the intro. You can go to the previous video for that if you want to see the intro. It's the same intro as usual. So, yes, if you really want to see my glorious intro with my wonderful hosting skills, please go back to the previous video in the playlist. Otherwise, I'm getting right to the point. Selma, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself some Cheetos on your way back to the commissary. Specifically, crunchy Cheetos. They are the superior Cheeto. Everyone else can fight me. Hey, let's be glad it wasn't worse. Knock on wood. Knock on that wood. Is a dangerous place. Orange Cloud, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself some Takis on your way past the commissary. What's up with this part 1, part 2 BS? I don't know. Maybe if my microphone worked the first time, I wouldn't need a part 2. Could you think of that, microphone? Okay. So, now as I was saying, I started today's stream, I'm starting it now, with an email reading. Because someone sent me something, an email, which I can't tell quite through text, but the way they phrased it, it sounds like they're a bit grumpy with me. And you know what? While I am a site director and I don't have to take shit from my staff, I am also in charge of making sure that our entire site runs smoothly. And sometimes that means that I need to listen to the community and see what the situation is with things going on around. So, what happened here? Well, first of all, Ruby, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Secondly, after yesterday's stream, I was informed that there was a reboot of the animated SCP series Confinement. Now, we all know the history of what went down with Confinement. I don't need to bring that up again. It's too painful for all of us. But I did not hear at all that there was a reboot of Confinement coming. And the thing is, I don't know if I trust that thing yet. Because, here's the deal. After I said, I don't really know about this Confinement reboot, I don't trust it quite yet, the email in short terms, I'm not going to read the whole thing, says, the estimated, Dear Dr. Sherman, the SCP animated shows are really on decline. Like, could you name some outside of Confinement? Because I could. and they proceed to read list 4 SCP animated series on YouTube. Now, but no one talks about them, and it's kind of sad because they were actually very good. And why am I messaging you? Not because you're one of the biggest SCP content creators, but you make reactions to SCP films like SCP Academy and the Bodies one. You could at least mention them. Animated SCP's shows need help or they will just die. That's where I started to get the, oh, I think, bro, you might be a little mad at me a little bit. And so I'm not going to read the rest of the email, but I'm going to get to the point here. But before I do, Ice Bro, thank you for gifting Site42 memberships to the team, 5 of them to be exact. The battle against the white names continues, and if you got one of those memberships gifted to you, make sure to thank Ice Bro for their generosity. So, here's the deal. First of all, let's talk parasocially. I know a lot of you guys from chat because I've seen your names before. But all I know about you is your names and what you said in chat. I don't know you. And you don't know me except for anything I've said on stream. Remember, parasocial relationships are weird, man. When we're in the chat here, when the desk is moderating, desk has a rule, and it's what I call the bus stop rule. If you wouldn't say it to someone at a bus stop, at least someone you kind of maybe know even, you shouldn't say it in chat. Now, SCP role-playing aside, all the characters we do, that's fine. But all the weird people who just come and insult you to your face, you get punched at a bus stop. So I have desk put an end to that. It's just, be cool. And so on the other side, I can see that this person is passionate about SCP animated projects. And so even if you just, I don't appreciate being yelled at. I don't appreciate yelling at you guys unless it's all in good fun, site director to staff member. So just be chill and professional if you're going to email me stuff, because, I'm a man who get hurt feelings too sometimes. I'm grumpy, but I'm not grumpy about this. I'm grumpy about a lot of other things in the world. The world's terrible right now. We don't need to be mad at each other. So, when it comes to SCP Animateds, here's where I'm at right now. I tend to be myself. Number one, supporter of the arts. It's the channel's whole goal. Site42 wants to either make its own SCP games, films, animated shows, TV shows, all this stuff. We want to do it on our own, but we're a long way from being able to do it. 1 million subs, awesome as it is not going to make you a TV show. In Space with Markiplier and his feature film, Iron Lung, and the Something of Sleep. What's the Something of Sleep there? That's 20 to 30 million subscribers. We have a way to go. And in the meantime, I'm going to use the platform to direct the Site42 team, otherwise known as Mobile Task Force Sci-42, codenamed Signal Boosters, to projects. Thank you, Drowsy. It is the Edge of Sleep for Markiplier. I want to direct you guys to projects, both monetarily and attentionally, so that we can all come together and support the SCP community. That is my mission statement as a creator until I can do it myself. But I am forced to, as someone who has done theater before, as someone who has done short films and web series before, little bitty commercials here and there, I am forced to exert executive editorial control because I can't support every project. Because what if I lead you guys to a scam? What if I lead you guys to something that takes $2,100 million of Kickstarter money and then disappears? It's a tight walk. It's a tightrope I have to walk because I have to be responsible with my voice and with your voices. I'm not going to lead you guys into a bad situation to the best of my ability. I will mess up, especially because on the hand of responsibility, I tend to be a little irresponsible. I am of the view that we should support as many artists as we can, and sometimes that means I'm going to make bad calls. Sometimes that means I'm going to be very hype about a project, and it's not going to go as I want it to. And I will even support some projects I don't think are quite as good as they could be, because right now here in SCP, we don't have much. I'd rather a low-budget, basically bad project rather than nothing. Because that person who makes that low budget bad project their next one's going to be better because they have experience. Their next one's going to be better. Their next one's going to be better. So we got to support them at their low point. And then we got to raise up from there. So even I understand. I come at this from a very on the more irresponsible side of things, but I am exercising some responsibility as I can. I've got to do my best here. And although I'm very gung-ho and I will make mistakes, I know that we're in the same boat here. We'd rather try than not. And so if there's something where I think even a bare minimum product might be worth a shot, if it's not, $1 million for something that costs $10,000, I think we should go for it. All of that to say, this person here listed for me a couple SCP projects that I knew about and a couple that I didn't. And real quick, I'm going to run through all of the SCP animateds that I have on the top of my head right now. Obviously, this isn't all of them. There's a lot of projects on YouTube. But these are the ones I'm keeping my eyes on that we can support or not support as is. And I'll tell you why I know about them or don't know about them, why I support them or don't at this point. So, here we go. I'm going to start with your list, my email friend. Your first showing is called Son of a Breach. Son of a Breach is a YouTube series with 4,000 subscribers approximately. Now, the last time they posted was a year ago. And in their videos, we come over here, and what they have is they have a 23-second meme, a 14-second meme, a 40-second trailer, a 2-minute trailer, a 3-minute blooper reel, and a 28-minute Discord discussion. Now, I think I've talked to these guys before, maybe, but the reason I haven't hyped them particularly is A, they don't have an episode yet. They don't have something to show except a couple of memes. You're right, they do have some shorts. But when we're talking, and they're all audio log shorts, so they're not animated. So, in this case, Son of a Breach, I want to see more from. Because I like their animation style. I think they got something here, but I need to see something. I need to see something before I hit the gas pedal. Oh, and by the way, I should have said this earlier, but I should have said this earlier, and it was important, and I'm forgetting it, and I'm going to get it back. What was it? It was about sharing projects when they're done, having stuff to show. Crap. All right, I forgot what I was saying. I will find out. If I remember it, I'll show you. Now, the second channel that you shared with me, my email friend, is called SCP Origins. Now, SCP Origins is a series from TMJBTV on YouTube. TMJBTV. Those are the letters. And they do have 100 videos. They got a bunch of stuff going on here. And I've never, ever heard of this channel before. This is incredibly news to me. I did not know these people existed. Now, they have 4 months ago, a 30-second SCP-173 video. They have, 3 to 4 minute videos. This one's a Pikmin video. It's not a SCP video. I'm not familiar with this channel. They seem to do origins of SCPs in short form. The animation looks cool. I don't know about them. I'll have to look into this one. Now, yes, here's the thing I forgot after the last channel, and now I'll tell you about it. One of the reasons I'm very hesitant about supporting SCP projects that are animated is the hardest kind of fricking project to make. It is well known. Animation takes the longest time investment, the most work, the most budget. I've talked to SCP short film live action projects, and I'm like, hey, what's your Kickstarter going to be? And they're like, oh, we want to go between, we could do it at bare minimum for $10,000, but if we could get 100K, that would be great. And if we could make like 350K, that would be like a good series. And you know, that's awesome. That's awesome. But in animation, people are asking for $500,000 to $1 million for starter Kickstarters. And when I tell you that I need to be responsible with what I'm supporting here, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, can I really, sight unseen, try to support a project that's going to ask for $1 million? That's going to ask for 500K? It's going to ask for 300K if you don't have an episode up? It's rough. Because now I'm going to interrupt the ones in this email for a second, and I'm going to bring up a project that I am sad about. I, about a year ago, was a huge fan of the team SC Peeps. SC Peeps putting together the show, The Offshoot. In fact, I commissioned them to make some animations for the channel to help promote them so they could get more projects up. And they did get a placeholder teaser, a intro and outro music, a teaser trailer, a pilot episode, which is, you know, better than nothing, and then a 2-minute meme and a 1-minute meme / advertisement for the Confinement Comics project, which is another offshoot of Confinement. Very popular, people trying to bring back Confinement without Lord Bung because of the whole scenario. So, but of course, this project, it's fallen by the wayside because it's a team effort with a lot of work to do, and say it with me now, life got in the way. As with so many SCP animation projects, life got in the way. There is no higher effort form of creation than animation projects. I mean, K-pop Demon Hunters, people were talking about it, just dropped this June. It's amazing if you haven't seen it. It's not SCP, but it's damn fine. And people are saying out there, oh man, the music from this, it really sounds like 2015 K-pop era. That's because the movie took 10 years to make. Animation takes forever. So much work. And my gosh. So it's hard to specifically support an animated project when you know it's going to take that much investment and you're dealing with people who you don't know what they're capable of and you don't know if they're ever going to actually make anything. I'm all right, continuing on with your email. And by the way, all of the donos and memberships that are coming in, I will get to them when we get to the normal part of the stream, which will be after this email segment. I have to answer this because otherwise they would think I'm neglecting them. I would be annoyed by it for the rest of the day. So I'm clearing the air. Now, the third show you sent me was Anomaly by Just Alice. Now, Anomaly is a very new project. It is, they have an animated short from 10 months ago, but that's not related to SCP. It looks like their SCP project specifically started 6 months ago. And so as of 6 months ago, Just Alice on YouTube has a 22-second teaser, a 30-second teaser. They have an episode 1. I know it has a red bar, but I haven't watched it yet. I just clicked on it. But a episode 1 pilot, 5 minutes, an episode 2 teaser, and an episode 2. So hey, 2 episodes. That's the most successful we have so far. And now here is where I'm hypothesizing, I'm pontificating. I don't know if I'm true. I don't know if I'm right. I am just guessing, and someone can correct me later. But I see the name Just Alice, and Alice was the main person on, to my knowledge, SCP Peeps, the Offshoot. I think Alice was the person who was working on Offshoot. And so if they've started their own channel, I'm now like, man, is Offshoot ever going to come back? Is this the same person? Is it just a person with the same name? I'm so confused and I need more info. I'm paranoid, man. These SCP animated shows come up and fall apart so quickly. It's breaking my heart, man. And finally, the fourth and final person in this email that you emailed me, dear email sender, I knew this one. And I like this one. And I'm collabing with this one. So, surprise, surprise, in case you haven't heard of it, the YouTube channel Paper Doll Wizard has a series called SCP Rookies. And if you look at their stuff, they have all sorts of SCP videos. Now, again, we're talking shorts, but we're talking handmade paper dolls that this gentleman poses on sets and stop motion takes pictures of. This guy's got it going on. This brother, this is who I'm talking about right here. The only reason I'm revealing this is because it's taking so gosh darn long, because he and I both have very long projects. But Rookies, Paper Doll Wizard here, is helping me with my 1 million subscriber video. We're putting together a collaboration to celebrate Site42's 1 million video, 1 million subs, and Paper Doll Wizard's going to animate it with his style. Because, hot damn, go check out Paper Doll Wizard, just hardcore. Enjoy it. It's funny. It's good looking. Paper Doll Wizard, hell yeah. Just Alice, TMJ, BTV, SCP Peeps, Rookies, Son of a Breach. And, okay. Wait, who's in the chat? Paper Doll Wizard is here. Dude, you're here. And I'm sorry I didn't answer your Discord message. I'm just getting back from the trip. I'm very tired. But it's good to see you here, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Hell yeah. I was just telling people how freaking cool you were, and you just happened to be here. That's awesome. Everyone here, right now, open another tab, subscribe to Paper Doll Wizard. That is your task. Hot damn, that is a great coincidence. What a crazy random happenstance. Yes, yes. That million sub video will come together. I promise, Paper Doll Wizard, I'm going to get you the voiceover. I'm still recovering my voice from travel, which is why I am taking short streams right now. But it's going to happen. It's going to be so cool. Are you talking about Mitchell's versus the Machines History Lover? Because that is a great movie. I already know that one. Mario Mike, good to see you in the chat. Buddy, good to see you. And now, the last SCP animation project that I am currently in talks with. I am in talks with them. We are working on their planning for what they're building. They are called Some Studios, but their Some is spelled S-O-E-M instead of S-O-M-E, the proper way. It's like an inside joke or something. But Some Studios is working on an SCP anime style show. Like, legit, it looks like a freaking anime. But that's all we have, is a 11 seconds of a 15-second trailer. So I've been hyping them over on Twitter and Blue Sky and Threads, but we need more. We need more. And I know they're working on their crowdfunding campaign, and we need to help them out when they get ready, but also, that looks so cool. They're also asking for a pretty big budget, if I remember correctly from our meeting. And so, you know, that looks great, but when they're going to ask for a lot of money, as a creator and an influencer guy, I'm just like, I hope this works out. This is where I got to take my responsibility seriously, because we got to do what we got to do and hope it works out. And sometimes that is a leap of faith in these scenarios. Hope it works out. Because even if I believe in the project, just a big price tag scares people away. And so, we'll see how that keeps going. We'll see how that keeps going. So, with that, we end the animation status check of the SCP community. I do hope that this kind of content gets made, because it would be awesome. I mean, there's so many things that SCP can do in animation that it can't do in real life because the special effects budget would be through the roof. But the animation budget in general is through the roof. So the more we work with these projects, and I'm sorry, I just saw something in the chat that I'm not allowed to talk about. It's a secret. Sorry. Got me. Okay, off subject. I'm going back to the chat, man. Going back to the chat. Segment complete. Okay, where was I? Red Thunder, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Twix on your way past the commissary. What does SCP-999 taste like? Also, I love your vids. I'm glad you appreciate our videos, thank you. And see, SCP-999's taste is not actually listed in the documentation, but we do know that it smells like whatever your favorite smell is. And since smell is so associated with taste, I'm assuming that it also tastes like whatever your favorite taste is, just by association. Could I draw you with a twist on Arcane? Zombie Cat, yes? God, yes? Damn, yes? And then send it to the Site42 art email, because, oh boy, Friday is finally our very first Fan Art Friday. Fan Art Friday! Fan Art Friday is here! And oh my god, there's so much stuff in there. I'm going to be showing a lot of fan art. You guys attacked that email. It is full of art. And I will try to go back and forth between the chat and the donos and the art. But oh my god, I have to wake up early on Friday so that I can get through Fan Art Friday. Woo! James Darkfire, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some horchata on your way past the commissary. If SCP-198 is a mug, what would happen if you broke it? While I look that up, Red Thunder, so you're saying 999 could look like cherry jello? Yes, that is exactly what I am saying. SCP-198, if your favorite flavor is jello, then cherry jello, that's what 999 would taste like, I believe. Now, to answer your question quite simply, James Darkfire, 198 is a teleporting mug, and it can show up as other mugs to trick you. And so if you broke it, it would just reappear as another mug. So, and it could reappear anywhere. So we don't know where it's going to end up, which is a problem because I don't want to drink the assorted bodily fluids in that beverage container. It sounds gross. Ugh. Felix, welcome back to Mobile Task. Welcome back to Mobile Task Force Captainship here at the Foundation. I didn't know your membership lashed, but welcome back. Soul Hunter, thank you for your member message as a level 1 researcher. I have returned. Good to see you again, buddy. Soul Hunter, thank you for your first donation as well as your membership message. Make sure to grab yourself some jarritos on your way past the commissary. Hey Doc, 035 had access to the site internet and bought some plane tickets to Utah. We had confiscated it, and he complained about wanting to go to FanX. Well, first of all, it, not a he. It's a mask. It's clearly an object. Please practice proper pronouns, parlance, protocols at the Foundation. And no, we're not letting the mask go to Fanex. I'll have Agent Radiger deal with it if that's the case. Felix, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself a milkshake on your way past the commissary. I just drank 15 cups of coffee. I need metal to speed invent now. Proceeds to go on inventing zoomies. Ooh. All right, just don't take any metal from anywhere that's necessary, please. Do not steal it from the motor pool. Do not steal it from the containment cells. Please don't cause a hazard. What is your favorite type of coffee? I enjoy an espresso lemonade the very most. You take 2 shots of espresso, you dump it in a glass of lemonade and ice. It's wonderful. Can SCP-173C/look at SCP-096 without triggering it, not a him? Please practice proper pronoun protocols at the Foundation. 173 doesn't have eyes. It can't see 096's face. Doesn't activate it. I've made a breakthrough. What if we give SCP-999 coffee? First of all, 999 doesn't like bitter things. So if it's not sweet enough, 999's not interested. Second, stop it. Stop trying to give 999 caffeine. You know what it does to it. Why is slow mode? Stop motion Leo because we have 1 moderator and a lot of spammers. I'm giving desk breathing room. Felix, thank you for donating again. There's a sound of someone distant crashing on multiple metal pipes. Ack, my legs. Ow, medic. Still jittering due to coffee overload. Well, at least we know Felix will stop breaking things. I'll have medical get down there in a minute. Can we give the half-cat who loves cheese the infinite pizza box? No, intern Diaz. We are not going to do that. You are not supposed to give Josie cheese. It's in the rules. Don't do it. You're all really unread on the documentation of your place of employment. Read the articles. Come on, people. What's the connection between the Plague Doctor and the Shy Guy? I don't think there are any. They're unrelated anomalies to my knowledge. Noah, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself some pixie sticks on your way past the commissary. I'm in the burnt toast guy from before. In the burnt toast guy from before. I need more context for your statement. It is a little confusing to me. Dr. Sherman, doesn't your site only have like 3 SCPs? That is incorrect, unladen parking. And if I go to the SCP database and I put in search and I type in Site-42, then first of all, if you go to the Sherm's author page in Site-42 Hub, the hub of my anomalies that I wrote myself, then all of mine, except for Ignorance is Bliss, which is a tale and not an SCP, I contain all of my anomalies at Site-42 for the meme value. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 anomalies are contained at Site-42 right there. But even if you don't count the ones I myself wrote, SCP-4416 is titled Tales of Site-42, Why the Foundation Punches Sharks. And it is contained at Site-42. You will find a lot of anomalies contained at Site-42 if you read through the wiki. Doctor, the likes. Well, the likes are at 175 compared to 180 viewers, so you've almost gone over the top. Hit that like button. Let's get the likes above the viewers. That way the YouTube algorithm brings us more Site-42 fam. That way the SCP Foundation grows forcibly. Thank you, YouTube, for your generously, easily gamed algorithms. And you did it that fast. 194 likes. Congratulations, Mobile Task Force Site-42. You have done it again. Mission success in 37 minutes. Congratulations. Brandon, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Get yourself a York Peppermint Patty on your way past the commissary. Dr. Sherman, when is the 9,000 contest starting? That is a good question, and I know we just had a post about that. Let me see what I can find. I'll start with the official Twitter. They usually put out missives like that. Scrolling. Dun 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 dun. Nope, it's not there. All right, I'll check my next location of Foundation information. Nope, that didn't work. Let me go back. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. That didn't work. All right, let me try another strategy. I know I have this answer somewhere, or at least a possibility. Just gotta find it. That's the problem with the traveling, is I've got to go so far back to find information like this. Meanwhile, I'm just going to take a guess here. Where the hell is this thing I found? It's somewhere around here. No, dang it. Okay, yes. I thought it was just a meme, but it had the information. So, 9Con, otherwise known as the SCP 9000 contest, has been pushed forward to late August, early September. So we are in the average 1 month away from the SCP-9000 contest. Hot dang. Why is my browser being so funny now? Let me refresh this real quick so I can see you guys' messages. Ba-da-da-da-da. All right, browser's refreshing. Is coming. Catching up here. For those who need this information, we don't talk about Bruno is the cute chat method of saying this channel's rule that we do not talk about Dr. Bright on this channel due to the abhorrent actions and further banning of the author and character from the SCP Wiki. So when you talk about Dr. Bright, Desk immediately deletes it. If you want more information about why we don't talk about Dr. Bright on this channel, you can go to a video on this channel called The Last Death of Dr. Jack Bright. That is a character we do not discuss at the Site-42 community. Now, holy damn. No, Mellow, Someone, Who, Endriz, Pseudo Widow Shiny, and Intern Chic. Welcome to Site-42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Noel, thank you for donating again. Money, 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 says Mr. Krabs. Money, 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 money. That sounds about right for Mr. Krabs. Mike, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Make sure to grab yourself a fire flower on your way past the commissary. Wait, need to circle back. You mentioned the hand of responsibility and the consequences. Wouldn't that make it a monkey's paw of responsibility? Infinite cosmic power. Itty bitty living space. You have to use your power for good, they say. With great power comes great responsibility, they say. Would a building of the SCP Foundation be considered fan art or just cool to see? If you want to see it, do I send it the fan art email or regular email and confused? I mean, if you're going to send me any art, it should go to the fan art email at this point. That way we have all the art in one place, but I mean, is it just a building? What is the, did you draw the building? Is this a thing you made? I'm a little confused still, intern American. Not to be confused with junior researcher American. Doc, give me a random Vend-a-Friend character to draw because I'm now finally getting around to reading and listening to those tales. Vend-a-Friend. I haven't heard that in a while. That is some old Site-42 lore right there. When we had the author of Vend-a-Friend come up on the channel to talk about the stories. Vend a Friend SCP. Friend defend hub. I mean, the only two I would possibly consider would either be Brainy Brian themselves or Dr. Wondertainment, because they're the two big ones for that canon / series. And so I would just pick one of those two, really. Felix, thank you for donating again. Oh wait, I think it was a junior researcher that gave me the coffee. Sorry, also my legs are broken. I can't invent now and I am sad. Well, rest and recover, trust me. You injure a leg, it takes forever to heal if you don't stay off it. So rest up, it's important. Yo, Doc, do you know about Half-Life? Well, half-lives are a very standard scientific thing that we know about from dealing with radiation. So, yes, I guess, but I don't know why you would inquire about that. Doc, why do my coworkers want to experiment with 999 with cocaine? He right next to me go wild. I'm going to fire you and all your coworkers. Them for having terrible ideas and you for not stopping them. That I don't want to hear it. You're proving yourself completely irresponsible. Do you know Aperture Science? Highly irresponsible creators of anomalous technology. Very frustrating to deal with. Dr. Sherman, have you read any new SCPs recently that have sparked your interest that you may want to share with us? Well, I'm going to be honest, I have not done a lot of reading of the database in the last 3 weeks since I've been traveling, so I have not been paying attention to the wiki, although I did enjoy the Classicon articles greatly, and over the next week, as I rev back up into content production, you will be getting readings of several Classicon articles, including Prize People, put up on the channel. If you miss Prize People, that's what you need to look up. SCP Prize People. That one's crazy. So Aperture's bad, what about Black Mesa? Less bad, but still bad. They didn't have Dr. Freeman, that whole thing would have been an entire crapshoot. Wowza, wait a minute. Josue, Enderwatcher, Banana, Misogi, Shark Boy, Kay, John the Red, Gustin, Iman, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. That was a big rundown there. Felix, thank you for donating again. Oh wait, I have an invention to help me out, though it is experimental. It is some cellular repair nanobots. Only problem is it's in my workshop. We are not doing medical nanobots right now. That is a Grey Goose scenario waiting to happen. No way on the untested nanobots. Oh, thank you. Doc, what do you think should be the event for the 20th anniversary of SCP? Oh my god. SCP is turning 20 in like 2 years. What should be the 20th anniversary event for the creation of the SCP Wiki? That's insane. I'll have to think about that a little bit. Yeah, SCP-173 was written in the year 2007. The community's been up and running for nearly 20 years now. Maybe I need to do some more hit the gas on an SCP film project to celebrate. Maybe that'll be a cool way. Get some live action going. Got 2 years. I can put something together in that time. Maybe. Time check, Sherm. We are at the 9 minutes left in stream mark. So if you have questions, now is the time to get them in. Felix, thank you for donating again. It's my tech. Surely it will work, right? That. We're not using untested tech. We're not using untested tech. That's how you get containment breaches. That's how you have to arm the on-site nuke. That's how you have to... That's how you get a containment facility that's overrun by nanobots that absorb the anomalies into themselves to create a hive mind of anomalies that takes over the planet. Red Thunder, thank you for donating again. If Looney Tunes were SCPs, haven't done it yet. Oh, Tunes. Tunes are so annoying. Now, the trick here is, thankfully, the staff at Death Battle did my homework for me here, because they have a serum created in the Wile E. Coyote cartoons that can nullify Toon DNA. And therefore, you can make them mortal. So that's our first goal, is to have that on hand as a threat for deterrence, because we don't want to neutralize an anomaly if we don't have to, but we do need to contain it. And those Looney Tunes, whew! Which SCP is your favorite one? Oh, you have a weird favorite one. Why is that your favorite one, Intern Anthony? That's, That's your favorite? I never got why people liked that one at all. I'm pretty on the, people can like what they like, and all art is valid in one way or another, but that's a weird flex. That's a weird choice. I gotta be a little negative about that one. Now me, I always say my favorite SCP is at the end of stream, so that is, 6 minutes from now, I'll tell you my favorite SCPs. Project Unfarmed, thank you for your member message. What's the best advice for someone trying to write their first article before we hit 5 digits? If we have to, if you're writing your first SCP, I mean, at this point, you'll probably have about a year to get that done before the 10K contest, based on how fast new articles are filling up. So with that in mind, the first thing you got to do is, of course, get your SCP membership. Make sure that you're part of the wiki, because you can't upload unless you sign up. And that includes signing up for Wikidot and then the SCP Wiki. You have to go through the rules in the process, read the rules in the process. That way you're not embarrassing yourself and all of us for promoting you on the wiki. You got to follow the rules. Be cool, man. Be cool. But once you get there, you're going to... you got to practice your writing. That's the hardest part, is it's just hitting your head against the wall, practicing your writing, reading a lot of SCP so you understand the format. That way, you osmosisly understand what you're trying to write. Any story can be a good idea as long as you write it well. Obviously, as I just said a minute ago, some ideas are a little harder to pull off than others. But, yeah, watch my SCP writing tips for SCP writers as well. That will give you some tips, because we had some SCP writers give me ideas that I should tell people if they were to tell someone what to write. Read the guides and the essays on the wiki, the resource tab. That has a lot of good information for making you a better SCP writer. So yeah, make that happen. It's all about studying. Studying and practice. Felix, thank you for donating again. All of my bots have server systems, all of them in which is connected to a Neuralink in my cranium. Don't worry, the chip has an inhibitor system. And no inhibitor system has ever been disabled for one reason or another, right? Right? Silent Follower, thank you for your first donation to today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some sleepy time tea on your way past the commissary. What did I miss? And just a quick below for bed. We talked about different SCP animation projects and why it's hard to recommend them sometimes, but we do our best to support when we can, when we have faith things will work out. And then we just talk shop. It's been a basic stream today. Hope you're doing well. Dihydrogen monoxide, thank you for your first donation of today's stream, as well as being a member. Grab yourself some chicken wings on your way past the commissary. I'm surprised SCP has avoided pro/anti-ship discourse. You know, SCP is weird because we have a lot of anomalies, but we don't have that many researcher characters. Of course, there's some shipping discourse in the SCP community if you go over to Tumblr, obviously. A lot of, you know, there's the Gears and Kondraki ship, which became the ship in a bottle cannon. Then you've got the Gears iceberg ships all day long. Draven Kondraki and Talaran were a really big ship, I remember. There's some shipping, but it's not as prominent in our community because we don't have that many shippable characters. It's mostly the anomalies and people thirsting after the anomalies, which isn't so much shipping as shipping themselves with them, which don't fraternize with the anomalies. I meant Clef and Kondraki. What did I say, Desk? You know, I'm still tired from the trip. I might mix up some words here and then. Have you heard of Friday Night Foundation? I have never heard of that. Although it sounds like an SCP version of... sounds like an SCP version of Friday Night Funkin'. I hate the shipping BS, asexuality, erasure at its finest. You know, regular Sherman's buzzing in my ear that even general shipping doesn't actually bother him. And even the shipping with the anomalies things doesn't bother him as much as it bothers me. And that I'm supposed to play it up for the audience? Go to hell! Or at least go to Jesus land and board Jesus' stomach. God, regular Sherman butting in. Meal, £8 meal, or €8 meal deal. Thank you for your first donation to today's stream. Grab yourself a Happy Meal on your way past the commissary. Chaos Goblin Dogs, thank you for your first donation to today's stream. As well as being a member, grab yourself a jelly donut on your way past the commissary. And nice smiley emoji. I heart Jesus land. Why history lover? Nothing is there. Although, okay, you're a history lover. I guess that makes sense for you. Loving history and all that Jesus stuff from a historical context is quite interesting, I agree. Oh, okay, Pro2, Sabrina, Asgore, keep your truck away from Dr. Gerald, please. Zerby and Dirty, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Regular Sherman, do you have your about to snap moment, Sherman? Is regular Sherman a split personality or something? Should we be worried? No. Don't worry. You all have seen the Victory Friday videos. That is regular Sherm. That is my author on the higher pataphysical level. You know, you are all aware that the SCP Foundation is a fictional construct in a universe above us, written by authors, right? Yeah. No. Regular Sherm is just up there making decisions on my behalf. I feel like a puppet sometimes, but if I think about it too much, then it ruins the work I do down here. And you know what? My universe is just as valid as that guy's. I am saving lives. It doesn't matter if he's up there or there's fictional constructs below us. I'm fine. I'm fine. The existential dread will pass. Okay, we're good. We're good. Felix, thank you for donating again. The inhibitor chip didn't break, but my patients did with half the Global Occult Coalition. You guys are cool, so I will protect you. What I meant is that inhibitor chips always break at the exact moment it would be dramatically important to a story. We don't trust inhibitor chips as far as we can throw them, which is not very far because they're rather light and they don't have a lot of wind mass to carry through the wind resistance. But still, don't put too much faith in an inhibitor chip because they always break at the exact moment you don't want them to. Thespian Rose, thank you for your first donation to today's stream as well as being a member. Grab yourself a Dr. Pepper on your way past the commissary. I say that because every theatrical show I've ever performed in, Dr. Pepper is our lucky drink before a call. Obviously, you then wash it down with some water so your throat's not sticky for singing if it's a musical. But that is our lucky beveragino for the theater. Oops, gotta reset the browser because that's gonna make a mess. Please stop what you are doing. You are causing me problems. I don't want this up in my grill. Up in my grill. Am I the only one here who doesn't like Dr. Pepper? I mean, I'm certain some other people in the universe are wrong as well. It happens. I don't hate you for it. All right, last question before we sign off, everyone. Last question. I'll answer this dono and then last question. Felix, thank you for donating again. Oh yeah, the systems include the Dragon Slayers. I see an army of Jaegers trying to kill us all. Be careful with that. Craig, thank you for your member message, Mobile Task Force Captain. Thank you for your service. How do I stop the trees from screaming? They're just regular trees. Remember, all trees scream. That's natural, it's fine. Although if you're hearing them and it's bothering you, that is weird. You should go to medical and see if they can get your ears fixed so you're not hearing the frequency on which the trees scream. That'll help you out. Because natural trees scream, we all know that. Dr. Sherman, for my final part here, what would you say if I gave SCP-999 a gun? I already did that. There was a time frame when everyone kept trying to put SCP-999 in a blender. And so I taught SCP-999 how to utilize a firearm for protection. That sidearm has saved it several times and gotten rid of some traitors as well. All right. And so with that, that is the end of today's stream, everyone. I'm going to continue to rest so I can get back to top form, especially because we're going to have a long stream on Fan Art Friday this week. So, as is tradition at the end of every stream, I tell you all my favorite SCPs. Now, I'm not going to tell you that my favorite SCPs are the ones I wrote. That would be cheating. I love my SCPs, and you can see my SCPs at the Sherm's author page and Site 42 Hub. There you can see the SCPs I wrote, as well as some donation links. You can become a patron or a YouTube channel member. If you want to donate monthly, you can do a Ko-Fi donation or a Super Chat if you want to donate one time at a time. Either way is fine. And if you can't donate, as long as you're here in the chat, as long as you're watching the videos, as long as you're commenting, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that YouTube business, you're helping us in the algorithm. And that makes you a member of Site 42's Mobile Task Force Sci 42, codename the Signal Boosters. And with your engagement, we game the YouTube algorithm to bring us SCP fans, to help grow our influence, to support the SCP Wiki and its authors, artists, game devs, and filmmakers. And so even if you're in the broke gang, trust me, we've all been there, especially artists. All of us are there at one time or another. Sometimes it feels like we're all a bunch of artists just trading the same $5 bill around. But every party needs broke gang just like it needs moneyed people. We need attention. We need money. We need engagement on the algorithm. And that's where you guys come in. It's like a D&D party. You got to have the clerics. You got to have the fighters. So we multi-team. That's what Sci 42 is all about. And we appreciate your service. Now, real quick, Desk. I did not miss that. I answered that. It was a question about trees. And I said all trees are scientifically screaming and that Craig should go to medical. I got that one. Don't surprise me with your lies. And by the way, Joshua, Sarim, and Munina, welcome to Site 42 staff. Thank you for subscribing. Now, in no particular order, my favorite SCPs are 3999, 3043, 008-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and SCP-8980. Content warning on that last one. It's a rough one. Now, 3999, 3043, 08-J, Spooky-J, 5031, 5175, 5320, and 8980. Stuttered a little bit on that one. Whew. Okay. And so, with that, Site 42 staff, it has been an honor and a privilege to educate you about the SCP Foundation today. I hope you've had fun. I hope you've learned something. Be safe, be well, and as always, secure, contain, protect. I'll see you in the next video or the next stream. I was a ghost, I was alone, ha, Erogene, ah, piece of gay. Given the throne, I didn't know how to believe I was the queen that I'm meant to be. I live two lives, try to play both sides, but I couldn't find my own place. Called a problem child, 'cause I got too wild, but now that's how I'm getting paid. Katubzi on stage, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be. We're dreaming hard, we came so far now, I believe. We're going up, 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 it's our moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up, up, up with our voices. You wanna cocky something. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding now. I'm shining like I'm born to be. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be. The credit song is, as many of you have already clocked, Golden from K-Pop Demon Hunters. Have a nice rest of your day.